use the solar panel so that it can get the most amount of energy possible. But last year was when I won the Royal Adelaide show for my bushfire beehive electricity system. So
Okay.
this model is the top half of the beehive.
So you've noticed it. Very good.
This project is basically just enhancing it.
Okay.
So my project, it was a bushfire warning system for beehives, specifically for farmers in rural areas. So bushfires are like, they're a massive threat to farmers there, and they have to travel like 2 to 3 hours a week just to go check on their beehives, and you can imagine how much effort and time and money that takes. So basically it uses the running controller to sense the temperature, humidity and weight of the beehive, and that data will get sent to a transceiver which will send it to a satellite and then back to the farmer's laptop so he can actually view all that data on his laptop page.
Wow, so you're turning farmers into
Yeah, and it
coding
works
junkies.
in areas with no internet.
How?
That's just the running controller can send it.
Okay, so it doesn't need a hotspot to work. Wow.
Because it just connects to the chip.
The chip is straight to satellite. What about power? Does it need power? I mean, I guess it's solar powered.
Yeah.
Is that powering the chip as well?
It does need power. When I was demonstrating it, I connected it to my laptop. But even if you just connect it to the power bank, it'll work.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, and now notice you made it out of metal.
It was actually done by my dad because he works as a mechanical engineer.
Oh, okay.
So he did it using
You're
the
getting
CNC.
dad to do your homework.
Just a model.
Okay. This is great. I love daddy-daughter STEM time. This is fantastic. So, I mean, we've got 3D printing now. If you could make it again, would you change anything about it? Because, I mean, that's very hardy, but surely it's harder to move if it's supposed to be tracking the sun. Would it be easier? Yeah.
Well, actually, it's supposed to be a house right now, but it'll go on the roof.
Oh, okay. So this is just, so it's not actually this isn't the process.
This is just so it's like you can get free
Right.
panels.
I didn't know that. Now it makes it look very stupid in front of all these people. I'm okay with it.
So I won that I won best exhibit last year, so I got to go to Malaysia.
Oh, very good.
And I did workshops and I presented to a lot of the schools and universities. And I also got invited to the Young Inventors Convention where I presented my project there. And on the way I got to meet Latoya, she's someone from Philadelphia and she has her own organisation called Siblings Keeper, which is a youth organisation. So she helps young kids. I also met Dr. Songhorn, who is a professor in Thailand, and he also uses the climate controller to make his own digital house thing. It was like a complete house, you could see it vividly. And I also got to meet Dr. Mazlan, who is the financial advisor for the Prime Minister of Malaysia.
Oh, good person to know.
Yeah. So I talked to him as well, and he has an orphanage for over 4,000 kids, I think. And we were talking about how we can use the running controller to help them and how they can learn about STEM as well and how they can connect.
Oh, so in terms of like giving them something, they're not like tracking them, like
Yeah,
analysis
because
thing.
you can actually do 7 free projects with the running controller without. I'm pretty sure you can do it with just your phone. You don't actually need the chip.
Is this running controller, that's made in Australia or is it? Okay, cool. It's Australian. Again, fantastic. Great, okay. And how do you think this will be used?
The controller.
Yeah, well, the way you put it, like with the solar panel tracking thing. How would you like to see that used in the real world?
Well, this is my thesis project.
Yes.
So people can use it at home in their own houses. So rather than they can start using solar panel energy,
So it's about kind of like maximising
Yeah.
the time that your solar panel sees sun.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, but both of these students, both Alex and Bella, have progressed to an extent where, for example, Alex, when he's speaking to the Premier, someone from an aerospace company spoke to him, and then after 5 minutes invited him to come and work for him in an aerospace company. So actually now he's working in an aerospace company after only being 3 months in university.
Wow.
And Vala was invited by Latoya from Philadelphia, USA to speak at the United Nations.
Right.
So she actually put together a youth forum and she actually spoke for the United Nations.
Thank God you're here because these guys are too modest. Right, you should lead with that.
Yeah, start off with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the United Nations ever asked me to speak, I wouldn't even use my name anymore. I'd be like, hi, United Nations. Attendee, thank you very much. Okay, right, well this is good. I'm learning lots.
Fernando's been judging all this time during seeing all
Yes.
this information.
Fernando, is that a 3D printed badge that you've got?
You are very, very perceptive. Indeed, that's part of the message being here today at the show. Part of what I wear is advertising innovation and 3D printing, and therefore even my patch on my flying jacket is actually a 3D printed patch.
Right, is there like a hidden airbag in your jacket and stuff as well? Is it? Are we getting into Inspector Gadget territory here?
Just lots of pockets, that's all good.
Good.
Yeah, but I have to say, I have to confess, I'm feeling rather deficient sitting amongst these shiny...
How do you think I feel? I've got no idea.
Yeah, so how did I get to be so deficient among these people? 43 years in Air Force, most of that time really espousing the virtues of engineering, innovation, pursuing the sciences, which made it a very natural fit when I met these people at the Adelaide show way back in 2009, 2010, so in the early days.
Well, hang on, when were you born? 2011, so she wasn't even born.
Now I'm feeling old, not only deficient, but old as well.
Yep.
Yeah, so
I'm just here to take down your confidence.
So everything I tend to do in the public space is about promoting engineering and the sciences. So I'm a public affairs officer for the cadet organisation in parallel to my Air Force career. I'm a commanding officer of the cadet squadron down at Warradale, and I'm also the South Australian Cadets CASA qualified drone pilot instructor. So that's an opportunity for cadets to go doing lots of STEM in all sorts of areas. And being here at the show is continuing that message that this is where we get winners. Vala and Alex, and by the way, Alex's surname is Farmer, so it's good to both
Yeah,
of us here at the show, right? So yeah, winners all around me, so how can I refuse to be a part of this?
Right. Up the end, you two, you haven't said anything for 20 minutes now.
So I want to keep this brief. Thank you.
You'll be here for 1 hour minimum.
Thank you for having me here. I was invited to just have a look around what STEM startups have done. So I'm an international student at University of Adelaide. But before I have experience in the United Parliament as working as an assistant.
Okay.
So I'm just here as just to inspect what they have done and what they have achieved, and maybe from what I've seen today, I can, bring some ideas back home, or maybe share some ideas back to Parliament, see what they think about having tried to have similar projects, but not exactly a copy and paste.
Yes.
Just to fit into what the country needs at the moment. So that's about it.
Okay. And so, what's the role of competitions like this in kind of more of a political landscape? And, we heard that these guys were invited to other countries and to the United Nations to speak. What can competitions like this open up for?
Well, we have similar competitions back home. It's just that we just hope that there's way more. And this kind of work I've seen today is definitely a burst for me, especially. I have not seen something as near as complicated as, or even as impressive as this, considering their pretty young age to be making things like this. So I would love, I would say even the country would love to see these type of innovations back home.
Yeah. These are two projects that are, have won awards, but what else did you see in the exhibition that this is an interesting use of technology?
I was particularly impressed by the one-link chip. I was impressed at what it could do and how it could save so much time for any purpose. It's a very multi-use purpose, multi-use chip. Especially it saves up a lot of time, money by cutting all complicated codes into just 2 lines of codes. And
were there other projects that were like, oh, that's impressed with?
There was a 3D printer which I was also very impressed by. It was like fully custom built, especially also run by the same chip.
Right.
Everything here is run by the same chip. So yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay. Well, are you going to enter at some point? Hopefully, okay. You better hear first. Well, this has been great. If you want to see the other projects that have been made using the chip, where do they come and find you?
At the Technology Centre, which is on the southern side
At the
of
end
the
of the
sports stadium.
side, yeah, where
that section there.
Excellent. And so you're like between the dairy and the dogs, kind of. Or something
Yeah,
like that?
there's the dogs on one side and then there's the pets on the other, and we're sort of in between there as well.
Yeah, often are you guys not partnered with snakes?
Well, they're pretty close to us, so yeah, we're sometimes a bit scared of those.
About 5 meters away from us right now.
Yeah. It's always freaky when you walk past that snake quote and there are only snakes inside. Like, they got mouths, or should I be worried? Maybe Alex, you need to put a chip on the snakes. So they can find out what they are anymore. Great. Alex and Vala, I want to ask you, what are the other projects that you have seen by your colleagues that have been present?
Yeah, so I've seen so many different projects that every year come back and there's something different on display. It's crazy. A lot of all students will see this technology at the show and be inspired to make their own projects. So that's what we're aiming to do, and aiming to inspire young kids to get into STEM, to get into coding, and really develop their own projects.
Nice. And Vala, do you notice like a hive mind of like everyone's interested in the same thing at once?
I've seen a lot of different projects. I've seen people even use the controller to make their own video games as well, using their own thing. And I'm pretty new to it, considering I only started last year.
Okay.
And I only found out about it like 2 months before the show.
Wow. And now you're speaking with me.
Yeah.
Right, again, lead with that, always lead with that. Wonderful, it's been lovely to have a chat with everybody. Thank you so much for your time. So the Science and Technology Centre, which is over there by near the dogs, near the basketball courts, is where you want to go if you want to find all these projects and see what they do. Can you play video games there? Maybe? Okay, maybe is a good enough answer. It's worth checking out. So we had a YouTube, Miro, Alex, so close. Fernando and Vala, can we have a round of applause for them? They're fantastic. Geniuses of today. Thanks so much, guys. Right, I have one more guest before Sputnik takes over on the stage.